Air traffic controllers, especially with the summer travel season about to pick up. The FAA is holding 3 hiring events this week. The first one happening yesterday. Today there's a Q&A with air traffic controllers to learn more about the job. And tomorrow there's an application and training workshop. Speaking of Q&A, the hiring event comes as the union representing air traffic controllers says staffing levels have dropped 10% over the last decade. Some major airlines are now cutting down the summer schedules to prevent delays. And joining us now is Ryan French, an air traffic control specialist. Ryan, welcome. Thanks for being with us.
Thanks for having me, Ryan. Good morning.
So we talked about this shortage of air traffic controllers. Why is that? And is there something other than the pandemic contributing to this?
Well, I would say the FAA annually has about 58,000 applicants for the yearly opening for the bid to become an air traffic controller. And the vast majority of delays that you see every year are due to weather and congestion. So it's not so much that we don't have enough controllers. The flying public really feels it when the weather rolls through and we have to divert aircraft around that weather. So it's not so much a air traffic controller shortage that we have. It's more of a we've had bad weather in the United States, every year, and we do our best to divert the aircraft around that. And usually that's when people start asking questions like, why are we stuck on the ground at Chicago O'Hare?
Gotcha. So maybe some shortages in other sectors of aviation, but you have enough air traffic controllers, but Mother Nature isn't cooperating. Let's talk about you. You switched careers from being an accountant to an air traffic controller. Why did you decide to take flight in another field?
Well, I have 3 young kids, so I was bringing my work home a lot and working on weekends, working on Sundays when my kids were playing outside without me. And so I just happened to see a listing just like we're advertising today and the application window that's opening May 5th to May 8th, and decided, hey, why not put my application in? If you have a 4-year degree or 3 years of work experience, the FAA can help train anybody to be an air traffic controller. It's not something that you absolutely know you can do, but it's something that I think everybody should give a shot. It doesn't matter what your job is. So I thought, why not give it a shot? And now I have a much more exciting and engaging career, and I leave my work at the door. When I walk out every day, I know I can come home and be present for my family and my kids. And it's been a great career change.
So to follow up on that, how much training does go into the job? You mentioned you don't have to have actual aviation experience required to apply. So how do they get you ready to go up in the tower and start making some tough decisions with flights?
They'll send you to Oklahoma City, where you go through the FAA Academy, and everybody there just about has no previous experience. So they take no experience, and they give you all the tools and simulation training to be able to pass their final test and then move on to a facility anywhere in the United States. When you sign up for this job, you agree to go anywhere that staffing requires. And once you get to your facility, you'll plug in with a controller who's been there for years, and they will train you to be a controller at that facility.
Now, you mentioned the benefit that you get for being an air traffic control specialist in terms of the excitement and also the convenience of being able to get home to your family and leaving your work there at the airport, not bringing it home. But what about compensation? What type of salary are entry-level air traffic controllers looking at?
Well, that was one of the things that mainly drew me to air traffic control, because I was doing pretty well as an accountant before, and I wouldn't change my career unless it was something that was going to set my family up for success in the future. And I feel like most people don't know this, but the median salary for an air traffic controller is about $138,000. You won't come into the agency making that, but you can easily get close to that number, if not higher, within 2 to 3 years of being in the agency. It increases as you certify on each position at your facility, and we also have a pension as well. So there's just a lot of benefits to this job, not just the salary compensation that helps set you up and your family for success in the future.
Good to know, Ryan French. Thanks so much for being with us today. We'll have more information on